learn how to cook chickpea pasta. Jesus. Meal service kits, prepared meals, that kind of stuff. You guys are often asking me to review some of these, and I have not in the past, typically because they seem very expensive and also don't have a lot of protein. Now, I did recently review Hungry Root, mostly because they seem to prioritize protein with their meal kits. And I also checked out this FireRoad Foods. Now, FireRoad Foods is 100% vegan, unlike Hungry Root, which is very nice. And it's also not a meal kit thing. So it's not you get the ingredients and you have to put them together. It's prepared meals that are frozen. You just heat them up in the microwave. Very convenient. Co-founded by Brendan Brazier. You've probably heard of him before, vegan athlete. He co-founded Vega, the vegan protein powder supplement company. They make my favorite vegan protein powder, the Vega Made Simple. Why am I talking so fast? I can't breathe. I saw this on Instagram and saw that it was advertised as like for athletes, protein, was like, hell yeah, this is what I've been looking for. So I ordered it pretty much immediately. The way it works is you get to choose what you want, how many meals you want. Each meal is typically $10 to $12. They do have oatmeal and smoothies that are like $7. I did not order any oatmeal or smoothies because why would I? That just seemed, how is that even helpful? It takes 5 minutes to put a smoothie together, 5 minutes to put oatmeal together, and $7 for one serving of oatmeal. That just seems stupid. So in total, I ordered 14 meals, all savory. The bowls, they have kind of grain-based bowls, and then the pasta ones. And I got 2 of the 3 soups. And then I also got 1 of the energy balls just to try the chocolate one. So it came to $162 plus $14.99 for shipping, and then minus $20. They had like a, newcomer first order $20 discount. So the total was $156.99 for 14 one-serving meals. Actually, I think the soups are 2 servings, but in terms of calories, that's like nothing. I think 1 serving of the soups is like 200 calories, maybe less. So not a meal, right? Certainly not cheap, but again, looking at the meals and seeing the emphasis on protein and all of the pasta, they use the Bonza pasta, I was definitely intrigued. I'm going to go through and give little reviews of each one we tried, and then I'll talk about what I liked about FireRoad and what I didn't. The first one we tried was the creamy Thai curry. It's got the tofu, black rice, some vegetables, a curry peanut sauce. The first thing I noticed was just how fresh it is. And you can see, it looks very different from your typical frozen meal that you would buy in the grocery store. I would hope so, right? Again, we're talking about like $10 to $12 versus what, max like $6, something you would buy in the grocery store, an Amy's thing or something from Trader Joe's. So I would hope there would be an improvement in quality there, and there certainly seemed to be. And after I cooked it for 5 minutes. It says 2 to 5 minutes on the back of the package. I did 5, and the vegetables were still like nice and crisp. Black rice, delicious. I forgot how much I love black rice. I used to eat it all the time, and then I stopped for some reason. Oh, so yummy. One problem that you will see come up over and over and over again. Bland. Oh my God. If you told me there was no salt added to this, I would believe you. That it tastes like there is no salt in that whatsoever. Apparently there is, but it must be just the tiniest sprinkle because there is not nearly enough salt. To be fair, I really love salt. Really love salty. But even partner who does not have my tolerance for salt said that, yeah, they were bland. And I think he always added more salt. There also wasn't that much sauce. The sauce comes in separate little packets that you just warm up in a bowl. You don't put that in the microwave. Then you add it on once you've microwaved the rest of it. And there just wasn't that much of it. And also it wasn't really well balanced. It just kind of tasted like peanut and vinegar. It needed more spices, needed more salt. The tofu was pretty soft, which is to be expected. There's no way, no matter how much you crisp it up, once you put it in the fridge or in the freezer and reheat it, it's going to be kind of soft. Right? But overall, I was really, really impressed. For a frozen meal, really impressed. The second one we tried was the hemp walnut pesto. So this has the Bonza chickpea pasta, which we like, some white beans and vegetables, and a hemp walnut sauce pesto. So lots of omega-3s. The smell was very green coming out of the microwave given the arugula, so I was a little nervous. We actually lost the sauce. I was kind of confused. I was like, is there no sauce for this? The way they package it, you have the outer packaging that surrounds the bowl, and it also surrounds the sauce, which is usually like underneath the bowl. So it's really easy for the sauce to just slip out. It's not taped to anything. And it had slipped out of there into our deep freezer, our big chest freezer, which is where we were keeping these. The partner had to go and dig through it and try to find this tiny sauce packet. He did, but yeah, that was a little annoying. Anyway, again, needed salt, also needed Parmesan, needed garlic. I did add some of the Violife Parmesan to it. That helped a lot. And I added some salt, of course. But pretty good. The pasta actually stayed decently firm. It didn't get too soft. Partner said it was slightly undercooked. He could taste the kind of raw chickpea flavor. I didn't get that from it. I thought it was good. My 5-year-old really liked it. Creamy spring Alfredo. Again, we have the bonza, some peas, mushroom bacon, cashew cream salt. No salt. Shocking. I mean, again, they say there's salt, but oh my God, it's just so bland. I'm amazed. The sauce was good. It needed more salt. The mushroom bacon, not for me. I don't like mushrooms, but partner thought it was delicious. This time the pasta was too firm. It was too firm. The Korean bulgogi. This one had tempeh and Suzuki beans and veggies and some kimchi. I was really worried about the kimchi. I actually liked the kimchi. That was like the only part I liked. It was really yummy. So that was a nice surprise. The worst thing was the tempeh. I don't know what kind of tempeh this is or how they cooked it. Something was very wrong. It was so mushy, just wrong. Like it seemed like, should I even eat this? Like it seems almost like unsafe because this is not how tempeh is supposed to be. Like, what did you do? Yeah, it was disgusting. Partner did not like it either. The sweet potato mac, they've actually replaced this recipe with a miso mac, so they don't sell this one anymore. Again, it needed more salt, especially with all the sweetness. There was a lot of sweetness from the sweet potatoes, too sweet for me, but again, salt would have helped balance that out, I think. Partner said this pasta definitely had raw chickpea taste. It was not cooked for long enough. I got that a little bit from it too. Doesn't bother me as much, but yeah, it's not particularly yummy. If you've ever used chickpea flour and made an omelet or something, it didn't cook it for long enough. You know what I'm talking about. There's that bitter, nasty flavor. That's just not right. Golden Moroccan spice. We've got bulgur, chickpeas, veggies, the Beyond Meat crumbles, and a turmeric tahini sauce. So for one thing, it says there's kale. We got spinach instead of kale. Whatever, no big deal. People are having supply issues, right? Like everyone is right now. So it's not too surprising that there would be changes like that. One problem, another change, the Beyond Meat crumbles were not crumbles. They are the Beyond Meat sausage, which I do not like because it has the fennel flavor in there, and I just hate fennel. It's like licorice to me. It's disgusting. So that kind of sucked for me. But now I noticed when you go to the website, it says Beyond Meat sausage crumbles, which are not a thing unless they're getting something made like special for them from Beyond Meat. But Beyond Meat doesn't sell sausage crumbles. They sell the Beyond Meat sausage and they sell the crumbles, the beefy and the fiesta. I like the crumbles. They don't have any sort of fennel or anything in them. I don't like the sausage. So I don't remember if it said that before, if it just said the crumbles. Had to add salt, of course. I don't even think I need to say that at this point. But yeah, other than the sausage, it was pretty good. It wasn't too sweet. I was a little worried about it being, a little bit too sweet, but it was pretty good. The bulgur was really good. I love bulgur, and this cooked up really nice and fluffy. It wasn't gummy at all. Swiss chard roasted red pepper. This is another pasta thing. So we've got the chickpea bonza. And you'll notice if you see the pictures on FireRoad, they're often using different shapes of the bonza, but I believe we always got the same one. We always got the same, either the penne or the rotini. So again, I'm assuming it's supply issues, but if you had your heart set on a particular shape, I guess that would be disappointing. Yeah, so pasta, Swiss chard, red pepper sauce. Again, the pasta just not cooked. This time was the worst, and I mean, I could not eat it. It was so bitter, raw chickpea, nasty. Partner ended up having to cook it for way longer, which you don't want to do. I mean, you should be able to cook it for what it says. It's gross. The sauce was really good though. I really like roasted red pepper sauce. Again, it needed salt, but it was really yummy. But yeah, not being able to eat it, the pasta, no man. Tex-Mex Scramble, pretty basic. Tofu, black beans, quinoa, sweet potato, kale, the kind of sauce, you know, smelled really, really good. But then when you taste it, it was pretty bland. There wasn't enough spices or anything. Wasn't enough salt, of course. So, I mean, it was edible. And then the two soups, I got the Icarian stew and the Pozole Blanco soup. The stew, there was so much dill. I think I took just the tiniest taste. I mean, I could smell it. I hate dill, so it might have been fine otherwise. I don't know. I gave it to partner and I don't remember what he said. To be honest, I should probably ask him. The other one was spicy, like actually spicy. Yeah, really, really surprised to see that. In terms of the taste, I don't know, it was all right. I mean, again, we're talking about like $10 for 2 servings of soup, whereas I can get canned soup from the grocery store for $2 if it's on sale, $1 for 2 servings. Like, is it really that much better than a canned Progresso lentil or something? Not really. A little bit, but really not much. So yeah, that was disappointing. Again, needed salt, of course, but I did appreciate the spicy and the other flavors in there. So And then the other ones, basically the same thing, right? The hearty ragu, the Tuscan, the Southwest needs more salt, you know, not enough spices, just like whatever. The hearty ragu, the pasta was actually cooked, so that was nice. That was like the best cooked of all the pasta dishes. And then finally the fudge brownie chip. This unfortunately was my favorite thing. It's just a real simple energy ball. I think it's just dates and tahini and cocoa powder and cacao nibs, but it's like the perfect amount of sweetness. It's just sweet enough. They're like huge, which is nice. I don't know why. I like that. They're real big and real hearty, and cacao nibs. I forgot how much I love cacao nibs. They really remind me of an energy ball that I used to make all the time. So yeah, those were delicious. Those get a 10 out of 10. The least useful of all of these recipes is the only one that gets top marks. So things I did like. Number 1, fresh. Again, just throughout, everything was very, very fresh. Other than the soups were like whatever. I don't think they were that much better than like a canned thing. But the grain bowls and the pastas were definitely fresher than most frozen convenience stuff that you would buy in the grocery store. No cooking. Again, you just put it in the microwave. So in my opinion, it's a much better deal really than something you would get from Hungry Root or Purple Carrot, which I'll be reviewing very, very soon, where you have to actually put the stuff together. You have to actually make the stuff. Yeah, if I'm going to order and pay that much money, I would rather do as little as possible, you know? Protein, again, for the most part, all of these meals were actually decently high in protein and good quality protein, right? It just wasn't just like weedy seitan or something. It was tofu and legumes. Every single meal had a good quality protein source, which was nice. Not too surprising, right? Again, Brendan Brazier knows what he's doing when it comes to protein, vegan protein. He's been doing this a long time, so. And very healthy, and seemed to be really focused on maximizing the nutrition in the dish, making sure that there's like vitamin C and everything so that you're absorbing, you know, enough iron. Those type of things seem to be present with every single meal, which was very nice. And also the bowls and the packaging for the most part is recyclable. The bowls are those little paper bowls. The packaging for the sauces is not. I think they said they're reusable, but like who is gonna reuse that? I don't know. What I didn't like. So number 1, the cost. It's still very expensive. Again, $10 to $12 per meal. It's not a recipe. It's just one meal. I think you can get tasty, if not tastier stuff from the grocery store for like $4 to $6, right? Trader Joe's has some really tasty, they have the tikka masala, the vegan tikka masala, which is really good. I think that's like $3.99. They have another one that I tried recently, another kind of curry thing that again was actually quite spicy and was really, really tasty. Wasn't super great on protein, but yeah, if you just want like a quick meal, if you really don't want to make anything, I think there are better options available at just stores for many of us. Learn how to cook chickpea pasta. Jesus. Like that's unacceptable. That is the worst thing, I think, about FireRoad. You should not receive pasta that is undercooked. It's just no, particularly chickpea pasta, because again, that taste is nasty and can really mess up your stomach. Salt, like, please use salt. I mean, I guess there are lots of people who want to limit their salt, so maybe that's fine and it's not that hard to add salt, but like, maybe a little more salt. I don't know. Again, I mentioned the sauce getting lost. I think they should package that a little bit better, because some of us have huge freezers because we have lots of frozen food and we really don't want to go digging through to the bottom of the freezer, especially when we're pregnant, trying to find a tiny sauce packet. So yeah, I think that needs to be packaged a little better. The cooking time, every single package says the same thing. It says 2 to 5 minutes, which is just weird. Like, you made these products, don't you know how long they should be microwaved for? That just, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like having to guess. You should know. You should have tested these enough. You should be able to tell me like 4 to 5 minutes, not 2 to 5 minutes for every single meal I get. I don't know. I really don't like that. And finally, very, very personal for me, but Beyond Sausage. You know, a few other meals I don't think I mentioned, but also had the Beyond Sausage, not the crumbles, and I really don't like it. So it would be hard for me to order in the future, knowing that many of the meals are going to have that, or maybe I thought they were gonna have something else, but then the replacement is gonna be Beyond Sausage. No. You're paying $10 to $12 a meal. I would like to see more variety in the mock meats. Oh, we did get everything we ordered. There wasn't anything missing, like Hungry Root. We ended up missing a little sauce. We did get a refund for that, but yeah, nothing went missing, so that was nice. It got to us very quick. I think the deadline to order is Sunday, and then they ship things like Monday or Tuesday, and you should get it like a couple days after it ships. Oh, one thing is kid friendly. I think some of them were. Again, my 5-year-old really liked the hemp pesto pasta one, but it's not that big of a deal for me having it kid friendly or not, because I'm not putting anything together. Again, it's just a frozen meal and it's just one serving. So if I'm just really hungry and I just want to heat something up, like that's fine. It doesn't have to be kid friendly. Whereas again, if I'm actually making a meal, several servings, I would like it to be something that my kids can also eat. So would I order FireRoad again? No, again, I really like that they are prepared meals. I really like the emphasis on protein and nutrition, but they're just not yummy enough and they're still too expensive. And I don't want to have to worry about eating raw pasta or Beyond Meat sausage. So no, but that's it. That was my experience with FireRoad. Yeah, kind of 0 for 2. Again, I have no intention of buying Hungry Root again. I have no intention of buying FireRoad again. I would love to know if any of you have tried it out and what you think. Let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you liked the video, like the video. Subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload. You can support the channel at patreon.com/unnaturalvegan. I do upload 2 exclusive videos there a month for $5 plus patrons. And that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. New video soon. Again, I'm going to be reviewing purple carrot here pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Instagram has me down, man. Oh shit, I'm not recording audio. Oh, you tool. Oh, you tool. I'm glad I noticed that. Shit. Glad I noticed that just with the intro. Damn, that would have sucked. I'm pregnant. I would have cried.